Dieter, gaan we nog iets gaan drinken of zo?
Wat denk je?
Ik denk dat dat een goed plan is. Misschien kunnen we ons even in de parking zetten.
Ja. Dieter, moet je gaan boksen? Ja, maar een DVD-box.
Ah, een DVD-box. Oké. DVD-box. We hebben inderdaad een aantal DVD-boxen in de aanbieding.
Ja, we hebben Nip-Tuck. We hebben Smallville, dat is van Supermanneke, van vroeger.
Een kleinekes was.
Ja.
We zijn er.
Ja, maar dus Smallville, Nip-Tuck, eigenlijk de beste Amerikaanse topreeksen. En nu allemaal in DVD-box.
Klopt.
Repair another one of my masterpieces again, and the next time I'll kill you.
I thought you should know there's been another Carver victim.
A serial killer who had a unique pathology tied to plastic surgery was a really interesting thread.
What he did is really no different from what the worst plastic surgeons do, which is to sort of change something that doesn't need to be fixed.
Why in the hell are you so jumpy? Ugh, I'm not jumpy. I'm excited.
In a sense, Ryan's tricked everybody because it's disguised as a whodunit, but it's really a what-done-it. It's really a let's look at our culture, let's look at our world and see what breeds this. And that's what Nip-Tuck is asking, because Nip-Tuck is about, in many ways, all the things that we reject, all the things that we don't want to talk about, all the things that we don't confess to.
It was really fun to watch everybody on the set grab a new script, because they immediately had to find out what the new clues were and come up with their different theories of what it was that was going on.
How could I be the carver if I was carved myself?
The truth is there were very few people who actually did know who the identity of the carver was. You know, the cast members did not know.
You know, it's been hanging over all of us for so many months.
We always wanted it to be left up to the audience. Is it a man or is it a woman? And you don't really know, and that always intrigued me. And really interesting that it never leaked out, you know, with all the websites, and they were like, who is the carver, polls and Vegas odds and all that stuff. Nobody ever sort of busted us in that way, which I was sort of shocked by.
So I'm the carver now.
It's very clear in his scenes, stuff that's going to come out. It's planted. You can find it. It's like a treasure hunt. It's back there. Go back and look at it.
But Smallville was very unusual in that the characters, I think, were extremely well defined from the very beginning. There are people who are Smallville fans that weren't even Superman fans, because I think they're a fan of the Kent family dynamic.
Today we're in the Fortress of Solitude, where Clark Kent is going to show Lana Lang his secret for the first time.
I think Lana is completely overwhelmed. How can somebody wrap their mind around the things that Clark is telling her and saying?
I've got the call here that Clark is going to take into his head, and he is going to crush this, going to compress it into a diamond.
We built a towing system on the Envoy so that we could hold it in line and just tow it. And at the last second, once we got it into the right position, we could trip the cables, drop it, so that the car would continue to roll forward and there'd be nothing attached to it. So when it got hit, it flies out of the intersection.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Feel good about that?
Shoot everything in slow motion, and the scene's going to be filmed very monochromatically. Frankly, I think it's going to be a very beautiful scene.
One secondary smile to make me feel too.
Oh, the best shot of two hands ever!
Awesome!
Monarchy.
And the editing room was pretty brutal, man. We just brutally go after the film we shot. Anybody who's any good will detach from the film they've shot and attack it. Cliche is that editing is the final rewrite of the script.
I think I want to feel a little bit more of a build in it, right? Like the table is lit up.
Reproduce the movement of the camera in three-dimensional space. You're making it look like something's there at the same time, and it wasn't.
So we're in tape-to-tape color correction for the 100th episode of Smallville. This is where we go through the show and establish the look of the entire episode from a color standpoint.
So what we're doing here is the final mix for the show. After it's been all cut and edited and ready to go, they bring all the elements here. What we're doing is basically balancing them all out, fix the problems in the dialogue, and make sure you can hear everything they want you to hear when they want you to hear it.